guys, so I wanted to do 3 very simple styles that, well, this is 6, so 3 very simple styles that really make it look like you put a ton of effort into your hair and your look, and you really didn't, and you're lazy, and you really need to wash your hair, but you want to cover it up and make it look nice and jazzy, right? So all you need is a long fabric tie. I got this from my robe, my silky black robe, so you can take any sort of long, thin fabric. I have a chain from my purse that I really love, but you could use a necklace. I think a bracelet would be too short for any of the styles, but a necklace works perfectly fine. Some bobby pins if you dare, and any kind of holding styling products. I'm using this Ecostyler Coconut. I love this jar, it's so good, so good. And that's, and a little brush just to kind of brush, you know? So that's basically it, let's jump into it. So as you can see, my hair is grown out a ton and it's in this weird awkward stage. So I'm stuck between finding a ton of different kind of hairstyles and just kind of wearing it the way it is. So it's stretched out, and just because I've been wearing it kind of pulled back for just the week. So yeah, I think my first hairstyle is my favorite. It's just a simple puffy, just a simple puff. So I have this tie. It's pretty long. I would say maybe, what's that? 1, 2, 3, so about 6 feet long. It doesn't need to be this long though, but any sort of skinny, flexible, soft kind of fabric. Got this from my robe. So that's how you know you can pretty much take it from anywhere. So all I do is I like to get a little bit of gel. This is the Ecostyler Coconut Oil, which I really freaking love. I think it's really good, but I can only find it in this small jar, and this small jar is $8. That is robbery, all right? So I'm just taking a little bit of this, and this is just gonna go right in my hairline to kind of slick everything down, so that way when I start to pull my hair back, it'll look really nice and sleek. And then I'm taking just any kind of boar brush just to very gently make sure that that's all nice and smooth. And then don't forget the back as well. Just taking a small amount and just slicking this. And then once we have this sort of deal going on, then we can go on with our robe tie. So I kind of just position it just like right here, and then bring it around to the back. So I'm not gonna tie it into place. I'm gonna use both ends as leverage. So I'll show you right here. Basically gonna start to keep that pretty taut and then just slide this back. And as I'm sliding, I'm pulling upwards and tightening at the same time. And if this feels too tight, then use your hand to guide it. But I kind of like this position. I think this is good. So I'm gonna keep this on this side, or actually just keep this like right here. You can pin it down if it makes you feel better, but I do this pretty regularly, so I'm just gonna leave that like that, and then just tie the rest of this around your puff. And then I like to just tuck this in. It stays, but like I said, if you feel very insecure about that, then pin that down. I just try to avoid pins because sometimes they poke me, and you know. So, and then I just tuck in the other side. So once we have this kind of thing going on, then I'm just gonna take my little jewelry chain and just get like a bobby pin, right? And then this is gonna go somewhere in here, just anywhere, right? And then we're gonna start to just wrap this right around the base. And then let's take a bobby pin, and I'm just gonna loop that right in this little loop here. And then we can just very easily just tuck that in somewhere. And that pretty much just is self-explanatory. It just kind of just disappears on its own. Then you can arrange your hair and do whatever it is that you want with it. I like the little puff, so I'll just leave that and kind of just pick at it like so. If you have any like little hair bits that you want to leave out, since my hair is stretched, it kind of stays. So just pull some of that down. And that is my very easy, simple puff, jeweled puff style. Okay, so for my second style, I just look lovely. So I'm taking my little robe tie again, and then my purse chain, and this time I'm just gonna connect it. So if you can't loop it through like that, it's fine. You could pretty much just hold it together and then just kind of twist it like that. And it should stay because we're wrapping this around our head, so it's enough tension. And then when I get to the end, see I have some extra fabric. The chain is not as long, it's fine too. It's all about the organic experience, you know? And so I'm just gonna even this out a little bit. And then with my hair, I just added a little bit of gel, and so I'm just gonna kind of try to slick it back like that. So I'm gonna start here and leave this tied part in the back, and then just start to wrap this around my head. And then I can tie it because that's the length of mine. If you can't tie it, tuck it in, bobby pin. That'll be your best friend. And then I just start to really kind of arrange this. So there are like layers to it. Right, so you should have something like this. You could totally leave your hair out if you want. That's totally, sometimes I do that actually. So you could leave it out like that. Very kind of 70s. So what I'm gonna do is pretty much just kind of use my fingers just to pick it out a little bit. And then I'm gonna start to do this like really, this twisting sort of thing. And if it's easier, you could totally pin as you go. If your hair is long enough, you can also braid it, but I'm not there yet. And this doesn't have to be neat. It's not the focal point. You kind of just want to really gather it together in the back. And then once you get to the front, you should have something kind of similar to this kind of thing. And so then I'm just gonna very gently kind of arrange that until, and I don't know how to really tell you how this should look because it's really up to you and how long your hair is. So I kind of just keep gathering it and just bobby pinning and just doing all types of crazy things. Honestly, that's all. Just bobby pin your life away. And then I kind of just take any pieces that are sticking out and just tuck them in. A lot of cheating in this hairstyle. It's not a lot of structure, but it's just because my hair is so short. It just requires a lot of tucking and things like that. So you should pretty much have some sort of thing that looks like this, give and take how long your hair is and how you've pinned it. So here is my modern take on a very vintage hairstyle. Okay, so for this last hairstyle, it's super, super simple, and I wear this all the time to the gym and when I'm lazy as hell and I don't feel like doing my hair. So you could basically just start like this, stretched out, real raggedy, and I'm taking a square scarf. So you can take any sort of square scarf, any really silky one. This one's cottony, it's a milk square scarf, so it has like aliens and all types of weird shit. I don't fold it directly in half. I fold it with a little bit of extra room on the sides like that. And basically what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna basically put that on the back of my head. And then you can hold it like this with one hand, pull a little bit of hair from the front, just like so. Keep it real cash. And then I tie it Make sure that you don't have any hair sticking where you're tying. Boop. Then I basically, so I take the little extra here and I just kind of start to fold that in like that. Just double knotting this. And then with the hair in the front, you basically just, you can arrange it however you want. So because my hair is a little bit stretched out, have a little bit of more just working room, just more room to do things. So I could do like a faux bang stitch, like so. I'm probably just gonna take the ends of this and tuck that right under here. I don't really like hair in my face. But yeah, I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm just showing you what it is that I like to do with my hair at this length. I'm trying to arrange this. There we go. I just find that retro styles just tend to be easier because then you can play with accessories and they look chic as fuck. Just arrange it however it is that makes you feel most confident. Just want to make sure that this bang piece looks really good, so I'm just going to use a little bobby pin. Just to bobby pin some of these hairs down. But I think this is super cute. I love it. So yeah, this is my hairstyle when I'm like super, super lazy and my hair looks like... So this is my really simple bandana scarf look that I really love when I'm running low on time. So these are my 3 favorite looks that I absolutely love when my hair is not looking its absolute best and I just want to jazz it up a little bit, especially because my hair is so short. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to make it look very interesting all the time. So thank you all so much for watching. I love you all and I will catch you next time.